They came as a whisper across the sky, a tumbling flash no telescope in the world could comfortably explain. It was given a strange name and an even stranger reputation: Oumuamua, the first confirmed interstellar visitor to slip through our solar system. In 2017 it was a puzzle that split opinions: a rock, a comet, an engineered probe? For a few fevered weeks the world watched it, argued about it, tried to make sense of it, and then it vanished into the black, gone as quickly as it had arrived. Now, the impossible has happened. It's back. Only this time it did not return alone. Telescopes that once traced a single drifting object now reveal a procession, dozens of companions moving with an order no natural cloud of debris should possess. They do not scatter. They hold formation. They spiral, phase, orbit, and realign in patterns so precise that the word accident feels inadequate. At first glance the scene is beautiful, choreography on a cosmic scale, and then the beauty becomes unnerving. These bodies don't behave like rocks broken by collision. They hover and oscillate, matching speeds and separations with surgical accuracy. Some cluster tight around Oumuamua itself. Others drift clear, only to snap back into phase as if following a conductor's cue. Advanced simulations built on gravity, drag, and chance failed to reproduce what the skies now show. The motion hints at communication. The harmony hints at design. Scientists who once scoffed at the idea of artificial origin are listening in silence. Those studying the fleet turned to the sky's older record. Archaeologists and astronomers, once strangers, compared the formation to ancient carvings and star charts. Across continents and millennia, human cultures had etched elongated shapes flanked by smaller satellites into stone, pottery, and temple walls. What was once dismissed as myth now looked eerily familiar. Algorithms found correlations that ordinary coincidence could not explain. Repeated motifs in Sumerian tablets, Andean rock art, Siberian petroglyphs that echoed the formations we now observe overhead. If the match holds, it suggests a chilling possibility: these visitors have come before. Maybe they have been returning in cycles longer than any written history, mapping worlds, cataloging life, leaving impressions in myth while humanity called it legend. The physical evidence deepens the mystery. Spectral scans show surfaces that refuse to match known minerals. Some companions refract light as though sheathed in metamaterials, bending specific wavelengths and releasing them like a carefully tuned instrument. Others absorb and re-emit narrow bands, signatures unlike simple rock or ice. High-resolution imaging hints at facets, ridges, angles that strain the probability of purely natural formation. And yet there are no heat plumes, no exhausts, no telltale signs of propulsion we understand. These bodies move as if they manipulate the space around them, compressing geometry, sidestepping inertia, slipping through the solar system with an ease that reads like mastery over the rules we thought immutable. Faced with evidence that strains physics, some researchers entertain speculative solutions once confined to science fiction. Localized warping of spacetime, methods of traversal that move space instead of matter, the harnessing of gravitational gradients as navigation channels. If even a fraction of those ideas prove correct, interstellar travel is not a distant dream but an active technology passing through our backyard. The implications are enormous. If such movement is routine for these objects, then their arrivals are not chance. They can come and go as they please. Which raises the cold question: what happens if they choose to stay? There are, of course, quieter possibilities. Maybe Earth is incidental, simply one more node in a vast survey. Observations show the companions busily sampling giant planets, looping through magnetospheres, cataloging the gravitational signatures of gas giants more than spending time on our blue dot. To some that is comforting. We are not the target. To others, it is chilling. Perhaps we have already been observed, sampled, and judged. Perhaps, like a team of auditors checking hundreds of worlds, they tick another box and move on. The idea strips away human centrality in a way that is both humbling and haunting. Public reaction is predictable and unpredictable in equal measure. For some, the return of Oumuamua and its companions is the confirmation they longed for, proof that the universe is not empty. For others, it has ignited ancient fears dressed in modern data. Conspiracy and wonder spiraled together across social feeds and late-night panels. Governments and space agencies convene behind closed doors, weighing surveillance against secrecy, cooperation against national advantage. How do you respond to something that may not communicate in any signal you can decode? Who leads a mission to follow? Who owns the right to warn the public or keep the data classified? In a situation that affects all, the fractures between nations are suddenly very real. In the end, the strange procession is more than a headline. It is an invitation to rethink our place in the cosmos. For decades we have sought others in the silence between stars. Now, the silence is answering back, not in radio beeps or transmissions we can easily read, but in motion, in geometry, in the quiet choreography of objects that appear purposeful. Whether they are probes, librarians cataloging the galaxy, or relics of a civilization that once was, their presence forces us to confront uncomfortable truths. The universe is more active than we thought, its inhabitants more patient and more capable, and our assumptions about being central and safe dangerously